A local man is on a mission to spread the word about men being diagnosed with breast cancer.
From the station that's working for you, you're watching Fox 4 News at 5.
Bearing it all for breast cancer. Some men in Kansas City are stepping out to show that it's not just a women's disease. Well, women weren't the only ones in the metro who were bearing it all to raise awareness about breast cancer. They were joined by a few fellas. As Fox 4's Monica Evans reports, men battle it too.
I wasn't thinking that it was much.
27-year-old Brett Miller is urging men to touch themselves to make sure they don't have a lump in their breast tissue. Miller was diagnosed with breast cancer at 24, but he says he noticed a lump 7 years before that, but says doctors dismissed it.
Brought it to the doctor again. They both said the same thing, keep an eye on it. It's puberty, it's probably calcium buildup.
Miller says after a mastectomy to remove his nipple and an inch of breast tissue, he discovered the lump was indeed cancer.
I thought I was getting punked. I thought it was a joke.
It happens to us. It does. And if you ever hear these words, keep an eye on it. Go get a second opinion and a third one, because it can kill you.
59-year-old Robert Trafter is bearing it all to let men know that male breast cancer is real, and he has a scar to prove it.
From 95 to 99, it was, we'll keep an eye on it, watch it.
Most doctors are going to say you have gynecomastia, which is enlarged breast tissue in men. And they just write it off as that. And that's what's pretty scary to me.
Candy Warner, a breast cancer survivor, is also a patient advocate who works with cancer patients.
I think we have to educate the male doctors, and we have to start educating to start doing breast exams on younger men to start. I mean, it takes just a few minutes. We are seeing more and more of it.
That's why these men and women went topless to expose the fact that breast cancer can happen to anyone. Monica Evans, Fox 4 News, working for you.
2,000 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year, and the American Cancer Society says more than 400 of those men will die from the disease. Experts say early detection is critical for survival.
The efforts to raise money for breast cancer awareness reached new heights in downtown Kansas City today. Take a look. Cancer survivors, their friends, and family of survivors gathered on a downtown rooftop, took their shirts off, and took a stand against breast cancer. It was all part of a photo shoot organized through a national campaign that was originally launched right here in the metro 2 years ago. Each person who took part in the shoot made a $40 donation.
When you think about breast cancer, it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You don't really think about men, but you absolutely you should. Bob Trafter, living proof that the disease impacts men too. Thank you so much for joining us. And what are you doing here today?
Basically here to bring awareness to the men that we can get breast cancer. Even though we say we don't have breast, we still have chests.
Yes, absolutely.
And so those chests can get affected with the breast cancer.
We were chatting in the break, and you said that an incident kind of led up to your diagnosis or thinking that there was a problem.
In 1995, I was having a little problem with the chest, with the right breast. It would get cold. I'm fairly a big hunter, so when I'd go out, it would get cold. And so I asked my doctor, I said, what's going on? Here's what's happening. Well, I was ran over when I was in the service, in the Marine Corps, and he just assumed it was it was damage to the muscles. So we watched it for 4 years. Okay, well, 4 years it became tumorous, the nipple inverted, and one day during a big conference down in Florida, I was going up to take a shower, get ready to go out to dinner, took my t-shirt off, and my t-shirt actually had blood on it.
Oh.
And long story short, it wasn't 6 days I was diagnosed with a very large breast cancer tumor. And the problem of it is it had been let grow so long that it actually had grown what they call a blood stem.
Wow.
So it was actually having its own blood source.
So maybe for men out there who are like, oh my gosh, I hunt, I have the same side effects. What are some of the warning signs, if any, for guys out there?
The biggest thing I can say as far as warning signs, you will feel the lump. You'll feel like a growth.
Right.
But the other thing is if the breast becomes tender, because we don't have the breast muscles or the tissues around it, it will get cold, or it could be sensitive to heat.
Right.
It's just
so subtle things that you need to.
Little subtle things that you'll.
When in doubt,
pick
get
up
checked.
on. Yes.
Well, what does the Male Breast Cancer Coalition is out there, and what do you guys hope to do?
Well, the Male Breast Cancer Coalition, basically what we want to do is bring awareness to men that we can get breast cancer. And we want you to examine yourself, look at yourself as far as, having this possibility in your life.
Right.
Don't just shrug it off that it's only a female disease.
So ask your doctor, get checked,
Get
take
checked,
the steps.
check yourself. And
Best case scenario, you're wrong and it's nothing.
exactly.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So get checked, go to your doctor, and get through it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Again, Beer for Movies, you people are the greatest. Thank you so much. We're very proud to be part of you tonight.
On behalf of the Male Breast Cancer Coalition and the Brett Miller OT Foundation, I want to personally thank Kathy and Mia for all you guys did, and everybody else for the Beer for Movies. And Bob would like to say a few words himself.
This is Bob actually saying words.
Hey guys, after 16 years,
Put it closer.
16 years of dealing with this thing,
Closer.
this is the very first time in the history of this that I've ever had this much support. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And what's going on with him, that's the best voice he's had in like months. So, that's a good one. Way to go, Bob!
Here at the Lung Cancer Survivor Park for our National Cancer Survivors Day. Please come out and see us and all the other National Cancer Survivors here. Welcome to the Male Breast Cancer Coalition.
Now, you remember we talked about the options for breast cancer. And in you, I think the best option would be a mastectomy, so we can remove that whole...
It was emasculating when I got diagnosed and everything. That's why I didn't tell any of my friends.
I thought they were joking with me. You're reading the wrong chart. I don't have breasts. He says, are you all right? I says, how can I be all right? You just finished telling me I have breast cancer.
All I thought was, my dad's gonna die. I couldn't process it at 13 years old.
It became like I was a leper. My family, my friends, never heard of male breast cancer. And it freaked them out. It really did. I don't consider it a journey. It was a trip to hell and back.
I felt a lump in my breast. I sort of picked at it until it started bleeding.
I could feel it without even trying to look for it. And I was like, this is something that I need to go get checked out.
I had to have drainage tubes on both sides of my body. It was just nasty.
Every time I hear about male breast cancer, there's very limited information out there about us. And yet we're dying by the hundreds on a yearly basis.
Hold right there.
The numbers make you think about women rather than men.
Men get breast cancer? Because I had no idea, like many people.
Walking into the women's center was a little uncomfortable.
Every time I go, I'm being treated like a female.
When's your last menstrual cycle? Are you pregnant? I think you got my name and address. I think I'm good now. I can't really answer any of the other ones.
Better awareness will lead to earlier diagnosis.
Here comes the compression.
It turned out I was stage 4 at the ripe age of 41 years old. And that was 20 years ago.
I'm the face of male breast cancer, and I'm a survivor.
I am the face of male breast cancer, and I am a survivor.
I'm the face of male breast cancer, and I'm a survivor.
I have no problem taking my shirt off anymore to show people my scar.
So this is what a male breast cancer scar looks like, both in black and white.
That's right. That's right. It does not discriminate.
Remember, men have breasts too.